Hey, my loves, welcome back to the Amanda Millie podcast, where we balance chaos and navigate the messy moments of life one day at a time. I'm Amanda Millie, and if you're new here, welcome. This podcast is where we talk about self concept, holistic wellness, mindset, manifestation, and showing up in your life fully without pretending it's always pretty or perfect. Before we dive in, you already know what I'm going to say. If you're enjoying this podcast, please take a second to leave a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening on. It helps so much, truly. Not just for me, but for the woman who needs these conversations to find this space. When you leave a review, you're telling the algorithm, hey, this podcast matters, and that means more beautiful people like yourself get to find it. Okay, let's get into today's episode. Wellness overwhelm is real. Today, we're talking about something that I hear a lot. It's that moment when the wellness journey starts to feel like too much. You're doing red light therapy, drinking chlorophyll water, cycle syncing, sauna, cold plunges, walking 10K steps, journaling, breath work, tracking your HRV, your macros, your cycles. And somewhere in the middle of all that, you start feeling tired. You start to feel like you're not doing enough. But it's not that you're not doing enough. It's because you're doing so much and it's starting to feel like a job. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, wait, is this actually making me feel better? Or am I just trying to tick another box on my self-improvement checklist? That, my love, is wellness overwhelm. And it's a thing. Let me tell you a story. I had a moment not long ago when I caught myself spiraling in that energy. I was trying to do it all. Morning red light, ice cold showers, breath work, grounding, supplements timed to perfection, eating by the circadian rhythm. And all the whilst being a mum, running my business, working out, creating content, being a model, going to castings. And I remember standing in my kitchen one morning, literally staring at my supplement stack and thinking, this doesn't feel good anymore. I felt disconnected from the why. I wasn't feeling more energized. I was feeling anxious, actually. And that's when I had to pause and ask myself, am I doing this because it nourishes me or because I'm afraid of what happens if I don't? That question was everything. Because sometimes what we call wellness is actually just control in prettier packaging. But what is biohacking really? What does it actually mean? Let's break this down. Biohacking at its core is just using intentional strategies to upgrade your body, brain, and energy. That's it. And you don't need to spend hundreds, thousands of pounds on gadgets or follow an 8-step morning routine to do it. If you are supporting your sleep, you are regulating and nourishing your nervous system, optimizing your mindset and environment, you are already biohacking. It's not about performance, it's about presence. Wellness feels overwhelming right now, and here's why. We are being bombarded with information. Every scroll brings a new supplement, a new protocol, a new must-try habit. One person tells you to fast till noon. Another person tells you to eat within 30 minutes of waking. Someone says drink lemon water, and somebody else says it's ruining your teeth. You're left thinking, who do I trust? And am I behind if I'm not doing this as well? Let me offer you this. Wellness is not a race. It's a relationship. It's meant to evolve with you, not pressure you into being better, not shame you when you're tired, not guilt you for skipping the breath work on a busy Tuesday morning. The reframe here is just using wellness as self-honoring. What if we stopped thinking of wellness as something to win and started treating it as something that supports who we already are? You're not broken. You don't need fixing. You don't need 14 different hacks to be worthy. Biohacking should feel like a coming home, not a checklist. So let's reframe it. It's not, I have to journal today. It's, I get to spend time with my thoughts. It's not, ugh, I didn't do breath work this morning. It's, let me take one deep, conscious breath to be present with myself now. Let it be simple, Let it be gentle. Let it be supportive. Your baseline is what we need to be looking at here. What actually works for you? Here's where we simplify. What actually supports your energy? Not what Instagram says or YouTube, not what that podcast recommends. What works for you? Ask yourself, when do I feel most grounded? What actually helps me sleep better? What helps me feel clear and calm? That is your biohacking baseline. Stick with that. For me, it's magnesium glycinate before bed, red light therapy while I stretch, breath work when I feel scattered, and mineral hydration in the morning. That's it. Anything else I do is a bonus, not a burden. If you don't know where to start, I've got you. You can head to amandamillie.com right now and download either the 5-minute breathwork for calm guide or the 7-day manifestation journal prompt guide. They're both free and designed to help you reset, reconnect, and regulate without adding more overwhelm. So how do you biohack without burnout? I got 4 tips to help you out. Number 1, stack your habits. One of the easiest ways to stop wellness from becoming overwhelming is to stack the habits that you already love. Instead of creating these elaborate separate routines for each new biohack, pair them up. Let them work together, not against your time and energy. For example, I love using my red light therapy panel in the mornings, but I used to just stand there waiting for the 10 minutes to pass. Then one day I started bringing my journal into the room. I'd do my red light while journaling through my manifestation prompts or jotting down 3 things I was grateful for. Suddenly, it wasn't just therapy time. It became this delicious little ritual of alignment. Red light from my body, journaling from my mind, and the two together, magic. Otherwise, I stack breath work while grounding outside, bare feet on the earth, even just for 5 minutes. Magnesium supplements while I say my intentions for the next day. It's all about making it flow. You don't need more hours, you just need intention. Number 2, create a mini ritual, not a maxed out routine. I remember a phase where I tried to do everything the wellness girlies were doing. Morning matcha, 5 a.m. meditation, dry brushing, lymphatic massage, journaling, oil pulling, you name it. By day 3, I was exhausted, not empowered. So I stripped it right back. And what I created instead was a mini ritual. Just 10 minutes in the morning, no phone, just me, a warm drink, a candle, and a few deep breaths. Sometimes I stretch, sometimes I journal, sometimes I do nothing. But that time, that pause is sacred. Your ritual might be a nature walk with no podcast playing, no music, just you listening to the sounds around you. A quiet bath with magnesium and candles, a screen-free hour before bed where you reconnect with yourself. Wellness doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to feel like you. Number 3, tune in, not just out. What do I mean by that? This one hits deep because so often we use wellness as a way to numb out rather than tune in. I'll be honest, there were days where I kept adding more practices to my day because I was avoiding the stillness. I didn't want to feel the discomfort that came with slowing down. But wellness should bring you closer to yourself, not further away. So here's your prompt. Before you buy a new supplement or sign up for another protocol, ask yourself, do I really need this or am I trying to avoid stillness? Sometimes the real work isn't in doing, it's in being. Let yourself sit in the quiet. Let your breath be the biohack. Let peace be the upgrade, babes. Number 4, if you're someone who's into manifestation like me, then you will love this. Anchor your biohacking to your future self. Ask, what would the most radiant, magnetic, energized version of me prioritize today? When I stopped choosing my wellness practices out of fear, like I need to do this so I don't get sick, or I have to do this so I don't gain weight, and started choosing from love, everything shifted. Now I'm moved from a place of embodiment. I'm not biohacking because I'm broken. I'm biohacking because I know I'm powerful and I love to feel good in my body. So whether it's your cold shower, your morning walk, or the water you drink, let it be a celebration of who you're becoming, not a punishment for who you've been. Now it's time for the wellness tip of the week. This week's tip is simple but powerful. Choose presence over performance. Let's be real. So many of us are doing all the right things, but we're rushing through them. Our matcha is beautiful, but we're drinking it while scrolling. Our skincare routine is stacked, but we're checked out the whole time. So this week, I want to invite you to pause. Pick one wellness practice you already love and slow it all the way down. No multitasking, no pressure to do it, just presence. Here are a few general prompts to take with you. How does this feel in my body right now? Am I nourishing myself or just performing wellness? What would this look like if I did it with full intention and zero rush? Because sometimes the real biohack isn't the tool, the tech, or the product. It's how deeply you let yourself receive the moment. So this week, less hustle, more softness. Less perfection, more presence. Less checking the box and more checking in. Let your wellness practice be the moment your soul exhales. Let it be the thing that reminds you you are already enough. I hope this episode reminded you that you're already doing enough. You don't need to be doing the most, babes. You don't need to earn your wellness. Rest, regulation, and simplicity are powerful biohacks too. And if you want more support on this journey, head to amandamillie.com and grab your free breathwork or journaling guide. Use them as tools to come back to yourself. If you loved this episode, leave me a 5-star, babes. Share it with someone who needs permission to simplify. Subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Amanda Millie or Amanda Millie Pod, or on TikTok at It's Amanda Millie. You are already enough. So until next time, my friend, let your wellness support your power, not replace it. And remember to live inspired, heal fully, and thrive authentically. Bye, my loves.